Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. I hope you guys are all doing well out there, enjoying your Saturday. It is Saturday. I don't know about you guys, but I had some really, really good sleep last night. Got up very early. I was wide awake this morning. I was like, you know what? I got to do some work anyway. Listen, we got to jump into these stories, and there's some information that we need to look over. And there's some things that I want to confirm or debunk in this particular show. Now, we already know. Let's keep it real. We already know about the Amber Heard testimony. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard are in the middle of a very big defamation lawsuit. We already know about all that ish. But there's some things that are starting to expose or starting to come out. Actually, some of these things have been out for years. But we, at least myself, haven't had the opportunity to do our due diligence to look into these certain things, to find out real truths about everything, real talk. Because, like I said, there's a lot that happened this past week during her testimony that we're just, I mean, my head is still spinning from that stuff. I'm still reacting to all the craziness that came out of this woman's mouth. And I'm not calling her crazy. I'm talking about her testimony being absolutely knuckin' futz. I'm gonna be real. Absolutely insane. The amount of lies that came out of this woman's mouth during this testimony is just mind-blowing. And the fact that her team Heard, didn't even sit there going, oh, no, shh, don't say something. Don't say nothing. Don't say a damn thing, y'all. Stop talking. But they just let her keep speaking. We're here to look at all that stuff today. So, please do me a favor. Hit that like button down below. I see a bunch of y'all starting to file in. Good morning. Happy Saturday to all y'all. And happy Sunday for those of y'all who are watching across the pond or, around every corner of the world right now. I appreciate you guys watching this show right here. So send those likes all the way up. Send them past 100 really quick as you start to file in. And also, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button, okay? We are this close to 60,000 subscribers. 60. Can you believe it? 60,000 subscribers. And it's been an amazing journey to get to know each and every single one of you, at least those of y'all that have reached out, sent me information, tried to leak some stuff to me. I really do appreciate it. We got to go through all this stuff here because some of you guys have sent me more information through the DMs, and it's been amazing. I really do appreciate it. We're really building a community here, and getting a stronger and bigger and thicker than a snicker family right here on the Pascal Show. So if you're interested in joining, being a part of the conversation, being a part of this incredible family, please hit that subscribe button, okay? It'd be great to have you a part of it, okay? Woo! We got some things to talk about, y'all. Good morning to everybody. And those of y'all that are watching right now on Facebook, if you're watching on Twitch or Twitter, please hit that follow button as well. I'm almost at 10,000 followers on Facebook. If you guys can, please do me that solid. Go over there, go over to that channel, go over to that Facebook page and hit that follow, and follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, okay? The Pascal Show, one word. Man, I got so many different things, real talk, so many different platforms. I'm so sorry. I have to do the same shameless plug like, follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, The Pascal Show, one word. I got to. Unfortunately, I have to. That's how I keep the lights on in this crib. Okay. So anyway, as you guys start to file in, because, I'm trying to kill a little bit of time. So you guys come in so we can really get down to the nitty gritty of all these things. And there's a lot of different things that we need to talk about. There's a gang of different things. One of them is the conversation that we had yesterday. I didn't really get to dive into this too much yesterday because I knew that my friend and expert guest Eddie Herman, who is also an attorney with Brown and Crouppen, he he only had a certain amount of time, so our show was very very short. But I wanted to, of course, talk to him about some of these things. Now, one of the things that we talked about was this 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 right here. Let me just show it to you guys real quick. This is the thing that we were talking about yesterday. Now, I got this multiple times from multiple people in multiple emails and DMs. Like I said, I look at the DMs, I look at the emails. Trust me, I really, really do. And I try to implement them into the show as much as I bloody can. Real talk. But I brought this up yesterday because you guys are incredible. And you guys brought this up to me, to my attention. Allegedly, Amber Heard was on the stand the first day, on day one, and she was talking about, hey, she apparently was using lines from a famous movie called The Talented Mr. Ripley. And that movie, of course, stars Matt Damon, Gwyneth Paltrow, Jude Law, and actually, it's a really good movie. It's a really, really good movie. You guys got to check it out. Just don't see the sequel. That's all I'm going to say. There's a sequel out there. Yes, there is. It has nothing to do with Matt Damon. It's a John Malkovich movie. I'm not kidding. There literally is a sequel to The Talented Mr. Ripley. Don't see it. Okay, it's really bad. But anyway, allegedly, this is the thing that's going around in the rumor mill, that she used lines from the actual movie. So let me read this again to you guys, and we're gonna go into Australia. We're gonna look at listen to some of that audio. Shout out to Incredibly Average, because y'all kept on sending me. I've been reading the DMs and I've been reading the comments on the show from yesterday's show. Everybody and their mama, countless times, over and over and over again, were saying, "Yo, Incredibly Average. You need to go check out Incredibly Average." So we are going to be listening to some of the audio. Shout out to Incredibly Average, and I will be pushing and promoting his show or his channel quite a bit throughout the course of this show, because he did an amazing job getting this information, and he's been having it for years. Okay, he's been having it for years. Okay, so this is audio that's been sitting out here for a long time. We're going to go through those things as well. We got a lot of things to go through, y'all. So sit down, grab your coffee if it's morning time for you, or grab your libation if it's nighttime for you. We're going to go on a fun little ride. Okay, so here it is. I talked about this yesterday with my buddy Eddie, but we couldn't really dive into it too much because of time. So we're going to go into it right now. Is this true or is this not true? Amber Heard was sitting at the stand. She says, the thing with Johnny, it's like the sun shines on you and it's glorious. And then he forgets you, and it's very, very cold. When you have his attention, you feel like you're the only person in the world. That's why everybody loves him so much. Then, in the script of Talented Mr. Ripley, between Matt Damon's character, Mr. Ripley, and Gwyneth Paltrow's character, Marge Sherwood, Gwyneth Paltrow's character says, the thing with Dickie, it's like the sun shines on you and it's glorious. And then he forgets you and it's very, very cold. Tom Ripley, Matt Damon's character, says, so I'm learning. Marge, Gwyneth Paltrow, continues saying, when you have his attention, you feel like you're the only person in the world. That's why everybody loves him so much. Okay? Now, there's a lot of people that are wondering, hey, is this really from the movie? Or is this really what she said? And is this really from the movie? So we got to go into this article right here, because, even I would like to know, is this actually true or not? So according to Newsweek, it says here, fact check. Did Amber Heard lift testimony from the Talented Mr. Ripley? Okay. And trust me, we are going into some things today. Okay? All right. So please, guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. I see you guys starting to file in. Good morning to everybody. Happy Saturday to everybody who's watching in the other corners of the world. Okay? I appreciate you all coming in so early or so late on a Saturday. So I appreciate y'all. Okay. So for those of y'all who are starting to file in, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, por favor. So the media circus around the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial continued this week as the actress delivered her testimony under much scrutiny on social media. Amid accusations of performing for the jury, a rumor spread on social media that Heard was quoting speeches from movies while delivering her testimony. The 36-year-old was accused of criticized for reciting a monologue verbatim from the movie The Talented Mr. Ripley. Now, obviously, we already know this is Gwyneth Paltrow. These are not the same people, just so y'all know. This is not the same people. Okay, here we go. On Thursday, May 6th, Amber Heard delivered testimony in front of a jury as part of Johnny Depp's defamation trial against her in Fairfax, Virginia. The actress detailed instances, that's interesting, instances of alleged abuse at the hands of her ex-husband, and also spoke about her aspects of about other aspects of their relationship. A rumor spread on Twitter that Heard took lines from the film The Talented Mr. Ripley while delivering her testimony. One claimed that from Twitter using Buzzer UK, see below the parts of Heard's testimony yesterday is directly from the movie The Talented Mr. Ripley. Obviously, we already read the part, as we already said, while another one claimed from another tweet, OMFG, check this out, Amber Heard on the stand yesterday, and what she said compared to the lines in The Talented Mr. Ripley. Holy smokes, this is crazy. And then hashtag justice for Johnny Depp. Okay. Of course, then I've already read that piece. We already saw that part. Okay. This tweet showed a side-by-side comparison of the quote, like the one I just showed you guys, from the movie, with a quote claiming to be lines from the Amber Heard's testimony. Now, we already know about it. We just read it. Okay. Many Twitter users shared screenshots purporting to compare Heard's testimony with the dialogue from the film's script. Amber Heard did not quote the film The Talented Mr. Ripley during her testimony, and the rumors made on social media spread without any evidence. Okay. Newsweek can confirm for a fact-check analysis of Heard's testimony that she did not say the lines from the film. Some of the sentiments in her testimony contain similar language, which may be led to the rumor spreading so quickly on social media. She says this: "When I was around Johnny, I felt like the most beautiful person in the world. Then he would disappear," Heard said in her testimony. In other parts of her testimony, she describes how Johnny Depp made her feel like $1 million. So this is false. The rumor that Amber Heard quoted the movie The Talented Mr. Ripley in her testimony is false. Those phrases were not spoken during her testimony. And let me tell you this, I even scrubbed through it too. I even scrubbed through that thing as well. I went over and over and over and over and over again, looking at the very beginning of the testimony when she first met him and all that stuff, and how she felt like, he would shower her with love and all that, felt like, all that stuff. She did not say any of those lines from The Talented Mr. Ripley. Like I said, they said, the thing with Johnny, it's like the sun shines on you and it's glorious, and then he forgets you and it's very, very cold, so on and so forth, right? When you have his attention, you feel like the only person in the world, That's why everybody loves him so much. Those words never came out of Amber Heard's mouth. So just really quick, because some of y'all might be like, "Oh, well, Pascal, why you justifying anything from her? She's evil." Okay, I'm with that all day long. I'm with the whole idea of she's straight up lying. Everything she has done is straight cap. It is really, really sad the amount of lies that have come out of this woman's mouth. But I will sit here and say, if there's a hoax or if there is a rumor going around about something, I'm going to give you guys the facts. I'm not going to sit here and look at something and go, "Oh, that's the truth." That is 110% the truth because, it's on Twitter. It's on the twits. So therefore it must be the truth. So this is false. Just so you guys know. There's plenty of other things that she has said in her testimony that is even more mind-blowing, more disturbing, more disgusting than her quoting a movie, allegedly quoting from a movie. But this has been debunked, y'all. So I just want to make sure you guys know that this talented Mr. Ripley quote is false. So moving on, because I wanted to make sure that was absolutely abundantly clear, because I didn't get a chance to clear that yesterday because we were going through the stuff really fast. We only had 45 minutes with my brother Eddie. So I wanted to jump on and get that out of the way first. Now, there's plenty other things that we are going to be listening to that completely, man, we are going to be, we going to do some work today. We got some many miles before we sleep. Okay. Real talk. Paul K, thank you so much for the Australian $5. Finally live at decent hour here in Oz. LOL. I appreciate you coming in and watching in Australia. I appreciate the love all the way from down under. I do appreciate it, my brother. Thank you so much for the $5 Australian dollars. Real talk. So just wanted to make that abundantly clear. That is not true. So I've been getting that a bunch. Everybody and their mama has been sending this to me like crazy. They're going, "Yo, this girl's crazy. She's quoting from a movie." And I saw that. And I was like, "Bro, that's insane, homie. We got to talk about that." So I brought it up yesterday and I'm like, wait, is it even true? Is this really what she said? Right? And I looked at it and I'm like, nope. I don't know if that's entirely true. Then I went through the opening statements where she talks about dating him or starting to talk with him and getting to know him and all of that. When she Rum Diaries and all that, talking about the blues records and poetry and wine and all this stuff. Okay. And it proved that, yes, this is not true. This is not true at all. So, just so you guys know, because I know that's been circulating like crazy, the talented Mr. Ripley is not he is not in there. And I can see the similarities, though. I can see that, but it's not that at all. Okay. Now, there's some other pieces here that I wanted to show you guys before we go into these things. Now, somebody in the chat yesterday, if I remember correctly, no, it was the day of her second day of testimony. She was sitting there and allegedly, well, we got the footage, but I finally found it. But she literally reacts in such a dramatic way. Is as she's getting away, walking down from the stand, she recoils. She literally freezes up because she sees Johnny Depp and tries to act like suddenly she has a flash of PTSD right there in front of the jury as she's trying to walk back over to the team Heard bench, right? Yeah. We got to look at that too. We're going to look at it. Okay. We got to look at that. But real quick, DD, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. And everybody, I really do appreciate all the support. Real talk. Seriously. Thank you. DD, thank you so much. Appreciate an honest commentator. No matter how much we don't like her, we have to keep it real. Exactly. We have to keep it real. Because let me tell you, just because that's been debunked does not mean she didn't do a slew of a whole bunch of crazy ish throughout the entire 2 days. This woman has done some really mind-blowing things, y'all. I just can't believe, man. I wish I could explain to you. Okay. I just don't know what is going. I would love to know what's going on in Johnny Depp's head. Let me just say that. Because the amount of frustration, the amount of anger that's probably going through his body right now while she's saying these stories that are completely fabricated. And you're going to hear just in a few minutes here, how fabricated her stuff it really is. It's mind-blowing. And I'm sitting there and you see the videos, right? You see him during her testimony, and he's staring down at his little cup of coffee. He's just trying to keep you could see he's trying to keep his cool. Like, for a fact, he wants to stand up and be like, man, you are such a liar. You are lying. You are lying through your teeth right now. And we're going to show you proof in just a second here. Okay, $4.99 or the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Lisa White. Thank you so much. Thank you. I spent time last night reading what all of his known exes have said about him, and none of them mentioned any form of abuse. They speak fondly of him. Absolutely. Just because he's a guy with some, he's obviously battling his own inner demons, his addictions and all that stuff, does not mean he's a violent individual. Does not mean that he's putting his paws on Amber Heard or any woman for that matter. I mean, literally, I really do feel for this guy. I really, really do. And obviously, the public is bending to him very quickly as well. The truth is coming out. We could see through these lies. We could see through these unbelievable lies. This woman has not taken any accountability for not one thing. But we got to go in here. And I know a lot of people are starting to say, like people on Facebook, Tracy, thank you so much. Villarreal, thank you so much. She's saying Team Johnny. There's a lot of people that are starting to swing for Team Johnny. All because of her coming out with all this stuff, okay? And yes, Brittany Paris, you're right. He's guilty of being a drug addict and an alcoholic. That's it. So far, like I said, unless there's more information that has come out, I'm still waiting for those moments to pop off. We got so much stuff to unfold here. We have so much to look at. But this is what I wanted to show you guys, because clearly this woman is fully putting on an act. She is playing a character. She is playing the damsel in distress. She is playing the woman who has been beaten by her ex-lover, her ex-husband. She is trying to play the Tina Turner. Okay, real talk. She's trying to play that Gone Girl with bottle scene. Yes, Leela Aguilar. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Using vitamins. Using victims, I'm sorry, using victims don't engage with their abuser. That's why JD stays low. Absolutely. He's just sitting there going, I can't even look at her. I can't even do any of this. I can't deal with any of this crap. I'm done, right? So here it is. Yeah, I'm seeing everybody's comments. I'm so sorry. We got to look at this, okay? Here's another one. It's just so crazy to me. Amber Heard appears to recoil as Johnny Depp nearly locks eyes with her in court. So she's getting off the stand. I'm going to show you a quick video here too. She's getting off the stand, and as she's starting to walk towards her table, Johnny Depp gets up, and he's, they're taking a break. As they're taking the break, or as he's walking towards where he needs to walk, the doorway he's supposed to go, because they're supposed to go separate ways, she just suddenly freezes up and does this whole thing, and then, gets scared about a flag that's standing behind her. It's so ridiculous. We have to watch this. We have to look at it for our own selves, okay? because it's amazingly bad. Okay? Let's take a look at this BS, y'all. This is terrible. Here it is. Oh my gosh. And then, oh, what's that behind me? Is that a flag? I guess it's a jacket or something. But she gets so she gets so scared. I'm gonna play that one more time. Look at this. Like I said, she is putting on a full-on act. I'm gonna play that part one more time. She comes down. It's almost like she knows he's about to get up and walk. So she's like, oh, let me get up. Let me get around get down from the stand really quick so I can put on this act of being terrified by his presence. Yet he's been sitting in front of you 4 hours. 4 hours. Why are you suddenly acting like you are traumatized when you guys stop for a break? What in the hell is this? Oh, what is that? He's like, whoops. I mean, shoot, I don't know. I'm just trying to go to the door. Look at this, yo. What is that? He's like, whoa, okay. All right, my bad. I'll just stand over here. Unbelievable. Okay? Unbelievable that even exists. And what I find very interesting as well is that you have New York Post. You have New York Post putting out this. Excuse me. Trying to put out some sort of narrative. Like he's some violent dude. That she's that traumatized that she like I said, she is sitting right in front of him the entire time. You really think that he's going to go and attack you in court? You think he's going to really do that? Real talk. Real talk. You really think he's going to do that? Come on, y'all. Come on. This is some BS. Susan McIntosh, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Thank you, sweetheart. Incident she said happened in the closet. Don't want to be graphic. Is that even physically possible? Yeah, the closet thing. I am still trying to wrap my mind around that one too, which of course is a completely different conversation or subject matter. But yeah, I still don't know what that entails. How she was able to. I don't know. I really don't know. Like I said, I don't have lady parts. And I've never done something like that in my life, nor would I ever do something like that to another woman ever in my life. So I can't really answer for that one. I can't speak on that because I don't even know if that's even possible. I don't even know. Even the bottle situation where she talks about being violated with a bottle. Is that even like, I know it's possible, but she didn't even know what kind of bottle it was. Then when she sees the bottle in a photo, she goes, oh, that's the bottle. But then the bottle is filled with liquid, with like liquor. But that's the bottle he used to violate you with, but you didn't know if it was a bottle or if it was a fist. I don't know. Like I said, it's just, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around all of this. It's so it's insane. It's insane. KL, cool. Thank you so much for the $5 Australian. Oh, we got a lot of people from down under. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Worked on crew for Pirates. Yeah, that's what's up. Johnny is a pure gem. You know, I would love if you got time in a little bit, KL, if you really did work crew on Pirates. Whew, still case of the Saturdays, guys. I would love to see if you can come on it, like on audio or something like that, or cam up or something like that. I'd love to hear some stories. I'm sure all of us would love to hear some stories about his demeanor on set during Pirates? I would love to hear that. I think all of us would. So let me know in the comments, and I'll make sure that I send you or I'll put up a link, because I'd love to hear that in a little bit for sure, KL. And I appreciate that the super chat. We got Bia Pops. Thank you so much for the £4.50. Let's see. She wasn't scared when she asked their mutual friend to meet JD after she got the restraining order. Yeah. Like and then even after the restraining order, there's audio of her actually trying to get him to hug her and cuddle her. Like she was violating her own temporary restraining order. It doesn't make any sense. All of this is not mathin' for me. The math ain't mathin' in this situation. And you're going to hear some of this audio from the Australia incident, and you're going to hear it for yourself that this woman is totally lying, fabricating, making a whole bunch of ish up on the stand. You're gonna hear it all. Wait for it. We gonna put in some work today. We're gonna put in some work today. But one thing I wanted to point out real quick, because it has to do with this the very beginning of Thursday's testimony. Okay. Thursday's testimony, in my personal opinion, was a very big eye opener. I think a great deal of it was a straight up lie. And here it is. There's only few moments that I thought were real, that were actually the truth. One of them would be, let's just say this. Every time she spoke up about his addictions, about how he was trying to kill the effer, about how he was going, hey, I'm getting clean, I'm doing this, that, and the third to get clean. I guarantee you those parts, the parts where he's battling with his addiction and how he's trying to get on the wagon, right? And stay sober. I think those parts are true. When it comes to the physical abuse, all of that is lies. When it comes to the parts where she's like the engagement party and all this stuff, the part where he beats her, this is a part that I need to play for you guys from the testimony, because I need, like I said, I'm covering a bunch of little pieces, and then we're gonna get into this audio. I promise you that. But I wanted to show you guys this piece because I thought this was absolutely mind-blowing to me. And it's going to back up what I'm trying to say here in just a second. So let's take a look at this piece of moment. This is allegedly what happened after they went to the Met Gala. We got to take a listen to some of this, okay? Let's hear let's hear the lies.
I didn't care either way, but I did feel that it would eliminate suspicion or doubt, and it would make things easier. And I told him over and over again, are you sure? Are you sure? Maybe we should do this. And one time he said to me, he's like, kid, are you already thinking of how you're getting out of this? Are you already planning to get out of this, kid? You already planning on leaving? It was around the same time as the moving in together conversation. He accused me of having one foot out. And they kind of were happening around the same time. I still had my apartment and we're engaged now. He was asking me to redecorate Sweetser, his main house, and kind of move into the ECB building downtown where my best friend was living at this time. While the decorations and the remodeling had been done on Sweetser. And so these conversations were kind of happening about how to build our future together and how we were going to move forward together. And I would have forgotten about the extent that we had those conversations early on in the engagement if it hadn't have been for my therapist's notes.
I'm sorry, if it hadn't been for your what?
If it hadn't been for my therapist's notes, which were
Okay.
taken at the time when I was talking to her about this and my conversations with
Objection, hearsay.
Okay.
I'll
We'll
sustain the
We'll move
objection.
on. Okay.
It's coming up.
Let's take it to March 2014.
Here it
Did
is.
there come a time there was an engagement party?
Yes. So it was March 2014.
Please describe for the jury.
I'm gonna
We
I'm gonna
had,
scoot up just a little bit.
Either my dad ran out or Johnny ran out. I can't recall.
Hold on one second, guys.
Mr.
Sorry.
Depp said then. I guess you can't tell us what you said to him.
Okay. He was accusing me of
Here it is.
flirting.
So, real quick, he was they were at the Met Gala, you know, the spot where they get all in ridiculous outfits and they show up for this Met Gala, all that stuff. The Met Gala just happened earlier this week, if I'm correct. So, long story short, apparently she's saying that he got really upset because some girl was trying to holler, trying to flirt, okay, trying to step up and say what's good, okay. And then ish hits the fan. Let's go.
And that's how the argument started. I don't recall what other accusations I was fielding at that moment, but typically in my experience with him, it wasn't just one. So you'd make a point and then he would go on to a different accusation. But I remember that what started it is this accusation that I had been flirting at this event. We get back to the hotel room and Johnny shoves me and kind of grabs me by the collarbone area, like not really my neck, but top of my neck, top of my, above my collarbone, below my neck.
Real quick, guys, I see over 3,000 souls in the house right now. Please do me a favor, hit that like button down below, send it past 1K really quick. It doesn't cost a thing. All right. A like doesn't cost a thing. It would really, really help with the channel. And if you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button, please. Hit it. We're going to get into the main event here very shortly. But I wanted to show you guys this piece because I thought this was very, very fascinating and interesting. And I'm going to be reading some of your super chats here very, very shortly.
I think at that point when we were still in the living room, I shoved him back, but I don't really recall too many specifics. I remember he threw a bottle at me. It missed me, but it broke the chandelier.
Okay.
And at some point I remember maybe this was the shove that I was talking about, but at some point Johnny and I are in a struggle in the living room and he kind of like shoves me down on the sofa and I get up and I'm trying to get him off of me. And
Right.
It's just stronger than me. I don't know how else to describe it. And at some point he just whacks me in the face.
Have mercy.
And I had not at the time been I think that was the first time I was like, is this a broken nose? At the time I was unsure what that feeling was. But I suspected I had a broken nose.
This is very important. I'm going to continue.
And other than that, I was relatively unscathed. But I remember my nose being swollen, discolored, red. And I took a picture of my face at some point and made a joke about it to my friend about how bad I looked compared to how the red
Objection,
carpet.
hearsay.
Okay. This is an ongoing theme. This right here, I'm going to play that little piece back just a little bit. This piece right here, this ish right here is the ongoing theme throughout the entire testimony. Let me play it one more time.
Of my face.
1 second.
Maybe this was the shove that I was talking about, but at some point, Johnny and I are in a struggle in the living room and he kind of like shoves me down on the sofa and I get up and I'm trying to get him off of me. And it's just stronger than me. I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah.
And at some point he just whacks me in the face. And I had not at the time been I think that was the first time I was like, is this a broken nose? At the time, I was unsure what that feeling was.
Sure.
But I suspected I had a broken nose.
She suspected.
And other than that, I was relatively unscathed.
Relatively.
But I remember my nose being swollen, discolored,
Right here,
red. And I took a picture of my face
Right.
at some point and made a joke about it to my friend about how bad I looked compared.
Okay. We already know the rest, and they go, "Oh, objection, objection, objection." Okay. Let me just say something really quick, guys. Where's that photo? Where's the photo? The photo that you took of your face that was where your face, you didn't know if you broke your nose or if it was badly bruised. You say it was red and swollen and all that stuff. Where is that photo that you sent to your friend? And who's the friend that you sent that photo to? Just saying. This is an ongoing theme throughout the entire testimony. As she starts to talk about all these things, as she starts to fabricate a gang of different things throughout this entire testimony, she has nothing to back it up. There is no evidence. There is no photos. Now, here's the thing. You could easily look back at your old photos and stuff like that and get those photos. Man, there's plenty of tech gurus out here that could obtain those old photos that maybe you deleted a long time ago. You could easily get those photos back and put it out here for the world to see. If you thought your nose was broken or badly bruised, because it was the first time ever that you ever felt something like that, and I understand that experience, I understand that piece. But if that really is what happened, then show us where it is. Show us the proof. Where's the friend? Is the friend going to be part of the witness lineup? Are they going to come up and say, yes, I received a photo. I still have it and it looks like this. Here it is. Where are the Carfax? Show me the Carfax. Because right now, this is the ongoing theme. And this is just the beginning, just the tip of her testimony. And as she tells these stories, she has no photos to show this. The only photos she has are photos from the Australia experience, which we are going to get into really, really quick. But let me, that's why I'm saying this is why I got heavily triggered in the very beginning of this testimony when we watched it live. Because I was like, you're telling us that you sent these things to other people, but where are these people? Why aren't they backing you up? And if they really did get a photo of you with a bruised or messed up nose, and you guys are joking about it, where are the text messages? Where is the proof? Let's get into the super chats really quick. Ijad Morris, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. She claimed to be slipping and sliding on the broken glass, but no pictures of bloody footprints or feet. I got questions. So do I, my brother. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Again, hit that like button down below, guys. Wow, we went past 1K. Wow, thank you guys so much, so very, very much. Please hit that like button again. Send it to 2,000 likes real quick. All right, it doesn't cost a thing. I know you guys are enjoying this conversation. We're going to go through some things here. So please hit that like button down below. Send it past 2K. And if you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button. I'm almost at 60,000 subscribers. It would be really great to have you a part of the show, part of the family. And if you're interested, please hit that join button, become a member. Of course, I got my Patreon. Join my Patreon, patreon.com/The Pascal Show. And I even got that Cash App. I'm sorry. I'm just going to be honest. You know, this man right here, your man right here is working hard. All right. This is how I keep my lights on. So please support in any way you can. Anyway, Chef Spawn, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Hi, Pascal. Can't wait to hear this new audio. Yes, we're going to be listening to this audio here very, very shortly. And like I said, this is audio that is already out. But like I said, we are going to relive the audio because this audio is mind-blowing. Because all that she says throughout this Australia trip is full-on lies. That she says, her account, and it doesn't make sense. She's not even backing up the things that she said in the past. She's changing everything now. She's changing everything. Hold on, I got a couple more super chats I want to get to real quick. Give you guys some love. All right. Rohit Vinod. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Love your show. It's so wild how much of what she said has no accompanying evidence. Yes, I agree. I don't see how anyone can go in here and believe her now. I just don't. And I'm a good man. I'm a good dude. Okay? I'm one of those guys that will sit there and go, man, like when she started talking about the day before, when she started talking about the first time he smacked her. And then even in this testimony, it was still incredibly uncomfortable to hear about the DV and all the stuff that happened. It's still uncomfortable because innately we are good people. And hearing somebody being violated in that way is so hard to hear. But then you realize this is all fake. You realize all of it is fabricated. But you're going to hear without a shadow of a doubt that she admits on audio her putting her hands on this man in Australia and causing him to lose the tip of his finger and shattering his middle finger. Real talk. You're going to hear this. It's ridiculous. I got a few more super chats. I'm so sorry, guys. We're going to get through it. Demos lady, thank you so much for the $30. I don't know what that symbol is. I'm so sorry, but thank you so much. Did you see the differences between testimonies? Johnny tells the story from first person. She mostly tells the events in third person. Yeah, and just the way she describes things. She goes, I skidded across the floor, and she starts going in. She gets hyper descriptive about the moments, the violent moments, the moments of violence. But then when she talks about everything else outside of that, it's very matter of fact. It's very, she gets to the point. She talks about all this stuff. But then when she gets to the moments of devastation or when he's inflicted pain upon her body, she goes into extremely dramatic, heightened words. She gets very descriptive, like she's Hunter S. Thompson trying to write a novel. You see what I'm saying? It's very dramatic and big and over the top. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Let's see. Smarkatek, man, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. The Trail is like a movie. The Trial. Okay. The Trial is like a movie. So bad, it's entertaining. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Thank you so much, Sharon. I really do appreciate it. Everybody's support, I really do appreciate it. Y'all have been incredible. Thank you so very much. Stephanie H., thank you so much for the $10 super chat. If she was assaulted the way she said in Australia, she would have needed medical attention. Drug naked across glass. Yep, absolutely. If this was true, if it were a true attack, if the attack was this violent, she would have been in the hospital. Abso-freaking-lutely. You're going to hear the audio. They're not attending to her. They're not attending to her at all. They don't care because nothing happened to her. DJ, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Did you see when she paused for a picture while wiping her nose? I did see that. And that was insane as well, because she's trying to win the sympathy of the public now. It's crazy because in a way, she cares about the jury, sure, but she kind of doesn't at the same time. Because at the end of the day, she still has to go out to the public and put her face out there. She still got to work. And if she can't work, what's she going to do? Start an OnlyFans with just her feet? Because no one's going to want to see her face. Real talk. No one is. Paul K., thank you so much again for the $5 Australian dollars. From down here to up there, hit that like button. This is a great show. Man, thank you, brother. Thank you, Paul K. And KL, I know I mentioned you earlier. If you're still around, I didn't see if you were down to jump on, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on what it was like working with Johnny Depp. You said he was a real gem. I would love to hear your account on working with him, if you have the time. Pablo, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. She made all these crying faces, but no Not one tear, I think you're trying to say, has been shed in all her days of testimony. Absolutely. I also heard that some publication tried to Photoshop a tear on her face to I don't know, to amp up sales on that, or I guess amp up clicks on that article. It's ridiculous, y'all. Absolutely ridiculous. Let's go. Lisa White, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Broken nose smashed against brick wall. Yeah, head smashed against brick wall. Punched repeatedly in the face. Choked. Glass in both feet, etc. Medical attention, none. This RN says no. Abso-freaking-lutely, Lisa White. I completely agree. You're telling me that you were drug across broken glass. You were thrown on top of tables. All these crazy things, all these unbelievably heinous things, horrific things happen to your body, and no doctors out there to back this up. There's no medical records of the pain that you received from Johnny Depp. Where is it, y'all? Where is it? Big Pops, thank you so much for the $4.50, or £4.50. I don't know what it is. But anyway, just imagine how she is in real life. If she's that nuts and lies like that on stand, poor Johnny. I do agree with that as well. It is absolutely knucking futs, y'all. Damn, this whole thing has been insane. This ride has been insane as well. Chef Spawn, thank you so much again for the $20 super chat. Thank you. Agreed. All of Johnny's testimony can be backed up with evidence, and all of Amber's testimony, she is the only witness with no evidence, and the witness she does have passed away. You know what? That is a very good point right here. That's another really good point. Every single person that she says that she confided in about Johnny being just being an evildoer, them dead. They're all dead. How convenient, right? Every single person that she confided in. Oh, I said all these things, but yet my mom, I told my mom, but oh, God rest her soul, she's dead now. Huh? How convenient. Now you're putting lies on your own dead mama? That's your mama, though. You see what I'm saying? Then I also heard like her family, her parents, her dad, and her family's not backing any of this up. They're not even, from my understanding, they're not even witnesses of this. But you putting this lie on your dead mama. That's your mama, and she dead, and you putting it on your mama? Man, I'm sorry. You putting it on anybody, on the dead in general. That is just demonic, in my personal opinion. That's just disgusting, y'all. Disgusting. Tony, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. If the jury doesn't see through her bull-ish, they have no sense. Absolutely. It's so hard to watch. Absolutely. I mean, Thursday was unbelievable. Unbelievably hard to watch. Even during the break that I had, I was glued to my phone, just watching her testimony. I'm like, man, this is terrible. This is terrible, y'all. Real talk. Absolutely terrible. Let's see. We got another one. Oh, heck. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. If you ever stepped on glass from a broken bottle, it cuts you deep. The shards are often curved. She walked through it, dragged through it. BS. Absolutely. She was dragged through it. She stepped in it. I've heard, like, I had a friend of mine when I was a kid. They stepped on some broken glass, right? And like a big piece of broken glass. It got stuck in this guy's foot. He had to have surgery to get it surgically removed from his foot. And then his foot was in a cast for weeks because of this big shard of glass that was in his foot. And you're telling me that she was drug across it. She stepped in it, all that stuff. And then a few days later, she's on the James Corden show. She's on the Late Late Show. Fine. with an alleged broken nose? Hold up. She on that late show? Just having a grand old time? This is a few days after. This is after the Australia incident. You're telling me that she went to this thing and she good? She just fine? She was drug across broken glass, y'all. Broken glass. She stepped in broken glass. Her feet drug across broken glass. Her face allegedly is broken. She allegedly had a broken nose, busted lip, 2 black eyes, and she still showed up. Man, I'm going to show that photo one more time for the nosebleed seats. You tell me, y'all. You tell me, does this look like she got a broken nose? Hold up, I got some more. This is a more close up. But you tell me, does that look like a broken ass nose? Busted lip and all that ish. I'm just saying. Bam. You tell me, drug across broken glass. Still was on the Late Late Show, having a great time. Having a grand old time after being drug across broken glass. Watching Johnny Depp sever his own finger and then get a phone call later on that day, later on the night, letting her know, Johnny calling her, letting her know that he put a cigarette out on his own damn face. Okay. I'm just saying. It just ain't working for me, y'all. It just ain't working for me. Just not. Okay? I'm just trying to catch up on some of these super chats. My Lord, it's amazing. Thank you so much. Roscoe Truman. Kevin Costner says that she came to his trailer on the movie. Oh, yeah. Naked right after separating from John. Yep. Because she really apparently needs an older, rich man who's been in the game to keep her career going, apparently. Rhonda, thank you so much. You've been working so hard for us. Thank you. Come on May 16th. Yes. May 16th is when they start back up and it gets all on and popping again. Real talk. Texas 3D, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I think she's forgetting there will be a cross-examination. I definitely think she's not even thinking about that. But I think that over the next few days, over this week especially, she's going to meet up with her team and they're going to basically run her, make her get ready for her cross-examination so she doesn't buckle, because she's going to buckle. She's going to fall on her face. Real talk. There's even a moment of Kate Moss, which we need to talk about as well. There's a moment of about Kate Moss that she mentions. Kate Moss, okay, which we got to get into here before we go into the Australian audio, okay? But Janice 360, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Why didn't she go to the hospital after the alleged R word with a glass bottle? No trips to the ER after all those alleged acts of horrific abuse? Exactly. Why? Why wouldn't she say something? Why wouldn't she go and talk to a doctor? Remember, when she talks about the bottle and getting it's horrific how she describes it. And whether it is fake or not, it is hard to sit through that, because any person that is going through that kind of thing, that is absolutely terrible. Absolutely. Okay. But, she sits there and she tells this story about this bottle. And then the attorney says, were you bleeding from there? From your private area? And she says yes. Because of how badly she was violated. Okay. No, you didn't go to a doctor? You didn't get any footage? I know that's weird to take a photo of your special place, but at the same time, think about it. You've just been violated with a bottle. So how would you not document that? How would you not go to a doctor to make sure that there's no shards of glass? I'm sorry to say it like that, but shards of glass, any type of anything in that area? I mean, these are your organs you're talking about. This is your body. that we're talking about? Where's the proof? Where's the proof? Okay. There's a new voice clip. Okay. Released from Australia. Yes, we're going to be looking at some of this as well. But, okay. Paul, thank you so much for the $5 Australian. I can guarantee that the Australian staff would have reported DA without a doubt. I'm pretty sure it's a reportable incident here. Absolutely. JD is lucky he's not dead. Remember Jody Arias? Something Arias? Yes, absolutely. VM, I have been praying for the actual DVSVSA victims throughout this trial. I pray they find strength, hope, love, and support Team JD. Absolutely. I mean, this is the thing too. I keep wondering, what do you guys say? All the people that are out there that are victims, that are survivors, and those that are actually still living through these acronyms, the DVSA and SV. What are your thoughts on what she is saying on the stand? How are you feeling? That's what I want to know as well. Because if I was someone who was a survivor, man, I don't even know what to say. I feel like that I'm surprised there's no, I don't know. She's clearly canceling herself, but seriously, I'd just be devastated just hearing these things. It would trigger me. It's already triggering me, and I'm not even a survivor. You know what I mean? Christian Robles, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. There's a clip where it looks like she snorts something in the tissue on the stand. Yeah, it does look like that as well. I don't know what she's doing in that video. I keep thinking that maybe I don't think she's like just doing blow on the stand. I think that would be insane. But we'll see what's up. The JC show was the day after after a different incident. Well, that's strange because I could have sworn she says she went to the James Corden show right after Australia. And that's when she had the busted lip, the broken nose. She had her makeup team put on some heavy lipstick, heavy red lipstick, which she says because of her busted lip and because of they put on some heavy makeup on her, like foundation and makeup on her face because of how badly bruised and beaten she was, as she says, allegedly. I'm going to do one more super chat here, and then I'll get back to the super chats here again here in a second. But Brittany, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. The whole case is absolutely insane. We all know JD isn't 100% innocent, as the evidence shows, but at least he owns it. Absolutely. Absolutely. He's not perfect. Patricia, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. One last one real quick. She's twisting the knife. Poor Johnny. Thank you so much, Courtney. I really do appreciate it. Let's go. Hold on. I'm sorry. One last big one. One last big one here. Because I see another one here, but I'm trying to scroll through because all the comments. Okay. Aileen, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Again, thank you. Thought she isn't supposed to discuss with anyone because she is in the middle of her testimony. They told JD that he couldn't discuss with his lawyers. Maybe that's the truth too. Maybe she can't talk. You're right, because she is in the middle of her testimony. You're absolutely right. I forgot. Brain fart. So Aileen, thank you so much for that correction. She can't talk to anybody, allegedly. But you know for a fact, she probably going to be talking to somebody, okay? She's trying to convince everyone that she got SV'd by Johnny. She wakes up the next day to make coffee for Johnny. What? Yeah. Amitsu, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Yes, it's very, very strange to me. This whole thing is very, very strange to me. And we are going to be listening to her testimony on the Australia situation here very shortly as well. We're going to listen to the audio too of her talking. But one thing, or the audio in the audio of them in in Australia. We're going to listen to that here really quick. But there's one thing that I found very interesting too that I wanted to pull up, and it has to do with the Kate Moss comment. She made a comment during this thing. She was talking about being like the fight between her and him on the stairs, like they're on the mezzanine level between two floors of this penthouse that that one of his penthouses that he owns. She is there. They're doing their thing. They get into a fight, and she literally says, "Kate Moss." The team Johnny gets very, very excited. Team Depp was like, "She said Kate Moss." Yes. I mean, literally, you could see it in the video of her the lawyers getting very excited about her talking about or mentioning Kate Moss. Now, somebody put this out in a tweet, and I thought this was really, really great. Just basically explaining why the lawyers were so excited about them reacting to the Kate Moss comment, because she said it's like Kate Moss. It made me think of Kate Moss on the stairwell. That's all she said. She basically shot herself in the foot, and here is why. Okay, guys, so Justice for Johnny Depp, Megan Knight wrote this, okay? So it says, okay, guys, a lawyer has just confirmed this. There's a concept in law in which there's an agreement along the lines of, we can't bring this up unless you bring it up yourself. So this is where the whole Kate Moss comment becomes relevant. The Kate Moss reference is a reference to JD's previous relationships, meaning his team can use information from JD's previous relationships in cross-examination and Amber's own past relationships. This is huge. Why, you ask? Because they can literally pull up all the old stuff, all the old DV that she's done with other people. Especially, apparently, she put her paws on women, on some of her girlfriends, and also her ex-wife or her back then wife. All this stuff. So let's be real. Kate Moss was originally declined as a witness for JD by the judge because she didn't pertain to the case enough. But now that she has been mentioned, she is quote unquote relevant and can be called upon. They can also now speak of Amber Heard's previous DV charge. This is huge, y'all. This is going to change some serious things. Now they can actually bring up other people, other past relationships on Johnny's side. They can bring up past relationships on Amber Heard's side, showing proof positive of her violence. Real talk. Of her violence. And she has a history of violence. And like I said, I ain't talking about Viggo Mortensen, okay? Great movie, by the way. But I ain't talking about Viggo Mortensen, all right? So they can literally pull this out. So this is big. She just made a big mistake by pulling up and saying, like that Kate Moss, man, the lawyer turned around. Man, was he so excited? He turned around his crew and he's like, yes, Kate Moss, boom, we can bring her in now. She mentions her, so we can bring her in. Let's go. All right. Let me see if I can find that actual clip. I think it's in here somewhere. Oh, and then here's another piece too. This is what I found freaking hilarious too. Look at this. Look at this right here. Yeah. Whoa, that was loud. But look.
Play a guitar.
I've never played the guitar.
So she's never played the guitar, but there she is playing the guitar in a movie. Like I said, she is coming out with nothing but straight up lies, y'all. Straight up lies. Okay? I'm trying to see. I think this is it. Yes, here it is. Here is the clip that I wanted to show you guys real quick. I know we haven't gotten to the Australian audio yet, but we are going to get to it right now. But I wanted to show you the part where she talks about Kate Moss. And look at this man right here. He gets really, really excited. This lawyer is super hype about this. Let's check it out.
Just in my head, instantly think of Kate Moss in the stairs, and I swung at him.
He's like,
In
Kate
all
Moss.
of my relationship to date with
He's
Johnny,
like, it's over.
I hadn't landed a blow.
He goes, Kate, I'm going to play that one more time for the nosebleed seats. He got so hyped. He's like, bang, let's
Just
go.
in my head, instantly think of Kate Moss in the stairs, and I swung at him.
Even
In
Johnny
all
Depp
of
gets
my
excited.
relationship to date with Johnny,
Even Johnny Depp gets excited because here it is. This is an opportunity for Johnny Depp to bring in some key witnesses, or they can at least bring the conversations up. This is something big, y'all. Excuse me. This is big. This is very, very big. Very, very big news. Okay. So I'm going to get into the audio here so we can all listen to it together as a fam. But I'm going to read some of these super chats because I saw one big old super chat here that I see over here, but it's down below. So Danger UXO, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. As a veteran, I'm pissed about her claims of PTSD. Thanks for the great conversation. I appreciate the $10 super chat. And yes, every person, she's claiming she's claiming the PTSD. She's claiming to be a survivor of SA, SV, DV. I mean, it's everything. Okay. She's claiming everything except taking any accountability for anything that she has done herself as well. It's absolutely crazy. And Netka, thank you so much for the $5 Canadian. Thank you, Pascal, for all your coverages in the past and current. I forward a tweet to you showing, okay, Amber Heard the day after the bottle feet incident, no injuries. Okay. It was on Twitter, on tweet. I'm going to look this up real quick. Hold on. And thank you again for the $5 Canadian. I appreciate it. And follow me on Twitter, please. The Pascal Show, one word. If you do the Twitter thing, or if you do Instagram, follow me on Instagram as well. The Pascal Show, one word. I'm trying to see where you sent it. I don't see it. I do not see it. I don't see it, NECA. But if you can DM it to me, that would be great too. Okay, then I don't have to search. You see what I'm saying? So you can DM it to me on Twitter. Okay. But yeah, guys, follow me on Twitter. I'd really, really appreciate it. We are going to be doing more deep dives and more conversations like this all the time when it comes to all this. Okay. Because this is crazy. I just saw this comment that I wanted to pull up really quick. Sarah Logan, Pascal, I'm triggered and sickened by this. She's mocking us that have gone through it. I have not slept for days. My PTSD symptoms are heightened. It's sick, just sick. I cried when JD went in his head. COS. I don't know what COS is, but let me just say this, Sarah, and to every single last one of y'all that is a survivor, a victim, or anybody who's living through this right now, I'm with every single last one, y'all. My heart, my thoughts, my prayers, seriously, my tears are with you guys. I know that sounds really dramatic, but I'm being dead ass serious. This is disgusting. This is a disgusting display. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. I worry for every single last person out here that is a victim of DV, SA, SV, that are actually telling real stories out here, recanting their experiences. And they don't even have anyone listening to them. And this woman has a platform right now. She's on the world stage because you know that this is an international story. This is an international trial. And she's acting like a damn fool. She is spitting in the face of every single victim, survivor, and person that is living through this in real time. This is the reason why we are talking about these things, especially when she is one that inflicted these things on somebody else. And now she's trying to flip the script and commit perjury for 2 days straight, sitting on the stand. So my heart, my thoughts, my prayers, seriously, my anger is with every single last one of y'all. Real talk. Thank you for the comment. That wasn't even a super chat. That just caught my eye. And we need to, every single last one of y'all deserves real support. This one's really sad. This testimony is frustrating, but it's very, very sad as well, nonetheless. You are my light. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Amber reminds me of Casey Anthony and Jody Arias. Yeah, or Arias. I don't know if they say Arias or Arias, but yeah. It's been absolutely insane, this whole mess. It's been an absolute mess. Leah J, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I think it was like a methylated. I can't even say that word. Something that she had in her tissue. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. That she sniffed. It's an acting trick to make your nose runny and eyes water. Oh, I see what you're saying. A mentholated. Sorry. I see what you're saying. I've heard that trick as well. If somebody can't cry on set, they'll like have them sniff that and it'll make them get all like teary-eyed and it'll get them to start crying. You know what I mean? But let's see. Another super chat. Like I said, keep hitting that like button down below. Send those likes all the way up. I see 6,500 souls watching the show right now. Send it past the 3,000 likes for me really, really quick. I'd really, really appreciate it. All right. All your support has been incredibly appreciated. We're going to get into this thing. I just see so many super chats and I need to give you guys the shout outs that you deserve. Real talk. So I'm really behind, but I'm trying to give you guys the shout outs that you deserve. Thank you so much for the super chats and high Pisces, I guess, campaign. Thank you so much for the $4 super chat. I'm a victim of DV and R. Deeply offended. Karma, please. Yes. Karma's coming. Karma's definitely coming. I'll show you guys that in a second too. Amanda White, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Pascal, YouTuber, incredibly average. His AH80 recordings explain everything. Yep, I was just about to tell you. We are going to be playing some clip from Incredibly Average, real talk, because this audio is very telling. Okay, Royal Rain, Ralia Rain. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. JD is 100% innocent. There's no such thing as they both abused one another. There's an abuser and a victim. I totally agree. Vilma Hernandez. Whoa. Thank you so much for the $50 super chat. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you, Vilma. I really appreciate that. What a wonderful Saturday morning, y'all. This has been an incredible day. It's been great to have all you guys here. Ralia Rain, thank you again for the $5 super chat. Just because he reacted to her abuse doesn't make him an abuser. It makes him a victim who's reacting to the abuse that Amber subjected him to. Absolutely. Jocelyn, thank you. Jocelyn Jensen, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. She had hired a PI and he looked for the dirt. KM spoke glowing of JD, Kate Moss, Johnny, of Johnny. So she knew it was not true when she said in UK, they can prove it here in VA and now prove perjury in UK. Oof, that's going to be interesting as hell. That'll be interesting as hell. But yes, she did mention Kate Moss, and now allegedly they can start bringing in old stuff, the old stuff. Real talk. Okay. One more real quick, and we're gonna continue on our journey. But thank you so much for all the super chats. Again, hit that join button down below, become a member, hit that Patreon, check out my Patreon page, patreon.com/thepascalshow. I do have that Cash App as well. It's all in the ticker down below. Help support this channel, but most importantly, hit that like button and most definitely hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. We're almost at 60,000 subscribers, so please show your support. Hit that subscribe button because we will be covering a lot of Johnny Depp, Amber Heard throughout the trial and all that. Trust and believe, okay? And I talk about all things other than just that. I talk about politics, pop culture, controversial issues, you name it, everything on this channel. So hit that subscribe button, please. And the drug war today.com. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Do you think Johnny Depp, Disney, Jack Sparrow has become a banner under which coked out alcohol women beaters can publicly abuse a woman like Amber because they are jealous, haters, or just stupid evil? Well, that's an interesting one. Okay. Let's just say this. When it comes to this thing, obviously the proof is showing something completely different, in my personal opinion. I think that Johnny Depp is innocent in this situation. So far, they have not shown any proof of anything yet. Photos and all that. I'm still waiting for the Carfax, as I've said a million times before. But I don't, that's the one thing I am worried about. But I'm more worried about it on the side of men getting beaten by women. Because it seems as if she walks away with this victorious, it seems as if no man will be able to even step out as well. Not only just the women that are victims of this. I'm talking about all victims on both sides of the fence, both men and women, won't be believed. So I see what you're trying to say here. If he really was the one who actually did do something to her like this and he wins, yes, that will be terrible because that sends out a different message and the wrong message to actual abusers out here. But I think different here. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Wow. I guess I'm at 60,000 subscribers now. Hold on one second. Wow. Hey. Wow. 60,000 subscribers. But end the drug war today.com. Thank you so much for the comment. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. 60,000 subscribers. Holy wow. Thank you guys. Thank you. Man, wow. We making moves, y'all. That's amazing. We're making moves. Now we just got to get to 100,000. No pressure, y'all. Now we just got to get to 100,000. So keep hitting that subscribe button, okay? All right. We got to get into this stuff, all right? Because, we've been lingering too long. And I know that a lot of people want to hear this audio, which understandably, I want to hear this audio as well with y'all because it's definitely something we need to take a look at, okay? So, yeah. One thing, though, I want to show you guys real quick, though. Real quick. And then we're going into the audio right after this. I promise you that, guys. I promise. I appreciate all 6,000 of y'all. You guys are incredible. Keep hitting that like button. Here is the petition. Now, if you don't know about the petition, there's a petition out here trying to get her removed immediately, removed from Aquaman 2. Right now, there's stories out here saying that she has been dwindled down to about 10 minutes of screen time. After this particular situation, after this testimony, I have a feeling these numbers are going to go up faster than ever before. But right now, it's at 3.7 million signatures on change.org. This petition where they're trying to get her removed from Aquaman 2. Real talk. They're trying to get rid of this woman. They're trying to get rid of it. They're going, hey, it's fine. If we got to wait another 6 months for it to come out and you have to do reshoots, we don't care. We need her removed. It is at 3.7 million signatures. The first goal was 3 million. It went through 3 million so fast. Now they're going 4.5 million signatures. They moved it up, and now it's at 3.7 million signatures. And as people know more about the signatures or about this petition, the more the signatures and the numbers keep climbing up. It's been absolutely insane. So, okay, guys, I know the moment you guys have been waiting for is this audio. So we got to get into this audio, shall we? Let's take a listen to this audio. Now, we already know, real quick, just a little precursor, just a little warm up to the story. Okay, just a little quick thing to this story. As we know, she just recently went and did her testimony for 2 days. We already know it's been absolutely knuckin' futs. All of it's been insane. And she's saying a lot of things where nothing is back. She has nothing to back it up. She's been saying she's been bruised, she's been abused, so on and so forth. But so far, we have not seen anything. We have not seen anything so far. Okay? Now, let's take a listen to, let's actually take a listen to the actual audio of what happened in Australia. We already heard her testimony on Thursday about Australia. We already heard her testimony about Australia. So let's take a moment and listen to what actually really went down in Australia. And one thing I want to point out real quick, for all y'all who are watching right now who have not heard this audio at all, one thing I want to point out is that she recorded this herself. She, snuck the recording. She sneakily recorded this herself. Okay? So I just want to say that really, really quick so that you guys can hear everything. Now, first off, shout out to Incredibly Average, because without Incredibly Average, we wouldn't have this leaked audio out here. So I just want to give him the credit that he absolutely deserves, because this audio has been out here for months, for years, actually. I'm sorry, on his channel. Okay. Ever since this whole thing's been cracking off, he's been on this. And one thing I found very, very interesting is that he has a lot of this content. He has a lot of audio that proves that this woman has been lying. She admits on audio, she admits on this tape of doing very, very bad things to Johnny Depp. Very, very bad things to Johnny Depp. You can hear that Johnny Depp is so, like, he's moved past, the relationship is so volatile, so toxic, that you can see that he is pushed past the brink of a mental breakdown. You're going to hear all this audio right now. Right now, y'all. And what's so great about this is Incredibly Average also put in a little like closed captioning. So you'll be able to hear everything, because a lot of it's hard to hear. But he writes it in and you're going, wow, she admits to doing these things. There's a doctor, there's a nurse. We're going to go through it. We're just going to go through it. We're going to go through it together as a fam. So please hit that like button down below. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Let's rock and roll, baby.
Understanding the information surrounding it. So here goes.
Monday. I wish you fucking understood what you are and who you are and how you fucked me over and make me feel sick of myself.
Yeah, we're going to be cutting in and out of this quite a bit, but I just wanted to show to you guys. I mean, this is a man, obviously you could tell he is I mean, he's broken. This is also, he's holding, imagine in your mind that he's holding his right hand because his middle finger is shattered and the tip of his middle finger is missing somewhere in the house. Just imagine that real quick. There's a lot of things that are going to be admitted here that you're going to look and see that this testimony that she had for the over yesterday is a lie. And I'm going to play a little bit of that after this as well. So we can, because I just want to rub this in. You know what I'm saying? I want this to seep all the way down to the plums. Okay? So let's go. Yep. He's talking about the. So they're talking about the fingertip. Okay. The fingertip that's been lobbed off. Okay, so real quick, guys, imagine being the doctor and the nurse right now. They're walking into an absolute ish show. Okay, the place is in shambles. There's paint everywhere, right? There's blood all over the place. Damn right, you're going to sit there and go, holy F. What is this? The doctor, Dr. Kipper, the man up on the top who's talking, saying we actually, it could be in here too, is looking for the fingertip. Now, I just want to point something out here. Yes, what they're seeing is absolutely atrocious, absolutely mind-blowing. They're walking into basically like a war zone. Allegedly, there's broken glass everywhere. All this stuff. They're walking into an ish show. But one thing I want to point out, are they tending to Amber Heard? Are they running to her because she's been dragged across broken glass, because her body is covered in cuts and bruises, because her face is all jacked up? Because if her face was jacked up as well, they would be looking and tending to her as well. They'd be taking care of her. Mind you, in the very beginning of the clip, she's instantly saying, Johnny, I'm sorry. She's apologizing. What is she apologizing for, y'all? Why wouldn't the nurse? Okay, because I see somebody saying that she was naked, right? If she really was naked, then why wouldn't the nurse go and check on her? She's a female. She has the same lady parts as she does. She's a nurse. That's her job. So if she really was rocked, dragged through broken glass, and naked, let's just say, allegedly, then where? Why wouldn't they go and check on her? She'd have blood. She'd have cuts and bruises and everything all over her body. She would be bleeding like crazy. Why aren't they checking on her? Why wouldn't Dr. Kipper just keep looking for the fingertip and the nurse go and tend to Amber Heard? Let's continue. Just asking. Imagine walking into that, y'all.
So I just, so you know.
She shattered the bone.
I'm sure Nathan. I just want a pen.
The majority of the blood, Debbie, is downstairs, but I went through that really carefully. Oh, wait, there's a, someone tried to clean something out. We are really concerned because he's got a lot of pain.
A lot of pain?
Pain. He's got a lot of pain also. You saw it. But it's a very old thing to get back there. My reasoning, which may be wrong, should be where all the blood is, and that's down there.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it. Let me go give it some Hans and then I'll come back.
Yeah. I looked at it really carefully. I saw Dad's down there. He couldn't see it either.
Okay.
They're still looking for the fingertip.
Didn't find it. Oh. All right, Jared.
In the trash.
My advice, Alex got to take care of himself. We're going to take care of him. They can't be together now since the come back. So, however, Andrew, I think she should be in Los Angeles with the support system. And this has to run its course. And this is not going to be 2 days, it's 2 days.
How about, I feel like somebody needs to lie with her.
Jerry's been close.
She won't touch it.
I mean, I know, I don't need to validate what you're saying, but.
No, but I'm just wondering if there's another person that has anything.
Well, I asked those same questions earlier, and all of those like that. For that reason, he's not going to be manipulated. He's a strong guy.
He's not going to be manipulated. He's a strong guy. This is from Dr. Kipper. Okay?
Yeah, is there a trash that has bandages in it?
It works, man.
I'm assuming that's the moment when they found the fingertip. That's literally what I think, the moment that they found the fingertip. But Amber Heard is in the area crying and wailing and all that stuff. Why is she crying and wailing? If she doesn't have the cuts and bruises on her body. Just saying.
Don't mess with the house, man. What's your speed?
Oh, just wait. It gets good. It gets good.
Yeah. Which I feel like it's maybe one of the first things we went off to get it.
Now, look through this. I looked through it once. I didn't see anything that looked like flesh.
Maybe not.
It's just anyway.
Maybe.
But I bet it's in here.
Woo. It's all because I'm here.
He's got this all over. I mean, he's going to get infected. So that we have a son in ours.
Is it hurt? So I'm assuming right then, at this moment, she is having a conversation with Johnny. Like she's trying to communicate, trying to talk to him. Obviously, he's I don't think he's saying much to her because he's done, I'm assuming, but let's continue.
How big of a piece of skin are you looking for?
We're looking at this. We're looking at like a third of the
Jesus.
I mean, he's going to get cellulitis. That loves him a little bit. Maybe she should have something.
Because she's in hysterics right now. He's thinking maybe we need to give her something to calm her ass down. That's how I'm interpreting that. That it's like, you know, we need to give Johnny something to calm him down because I'm sure he's in a lot of pain. but also he's in hysterics as well. I mean, his finger is shattered and a tip of it is gone and is somewhere in the house in which they're scouring a home right now for a damn fingertip. This is insane, y'all. And she clearly is admitting guilt throughout this entire thing. Let's go. Poor Johnny. Ooh, let me pull that back just a little bit. Back to that one more time. For the nosebleed seats. I never meant to hurt him. I love Johnny. I never meant to hurt him. This is literally her saying, hey, I did it. My bad. I lost control. Trust me, we got more here. But like I said, this is full on proof that she's taking full responsibility in this moment. And then she's on the stand this past Wednesday and Thursday saying something completely different, y'all. Completely different. Let's go.
I told Danny to come over here. Please do this.
Can I give her like 50 circle?
What?
50 circle?
Yeah.
300 around?
Yeah.
She only usually takes 25.
He does not.
Oh, the Sarah?
Yeah.
I'd be okay with 100, but here's 50.
Okay. She's like, I'm sorry. Man. Bang. This is guilt. This is guilt.
She won't take 50. I gave her 25 and 300 and said we reassess in a little bit.
She says right here, I don't want people talking. I don't feel like it. I don't want people talking. Like I said, this is obviously proof to me that she's more busy and more focused on her own image and on what she thinks the public is going to think when they hear about this story. Because clearly the story is going to get out there. It might get into the rumor mill and whatnot, but she's more concerned about what the public is going to say than actually how Johnny is doing. She doesn't care. She's going, oh, damn, here goes my career. My career is over now. Yes, Lisa White. It's me, 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 me. It's all that all day long. Such a damn shame. Be careful of the company that you keep. I'm going to say that real quick. Be careful with the company that you keep. Let's keep going.
Ben saying that as we speak, I'm saying 50. David still got 11, 12 jobs. So you know what's going on. She made a point of this and she can't trust me. Because when I told Christine, obviously that she told the fellow that can hold the job because she's listening. She wants to go where he is. She knows he's gone. She thinks she's going to do something else like that.
I do. Yes. And this was today, by the way, not just paying anything. It is.
What's the process of the guy? What's the process of the guy? When you start from over there yourself.
Okay.
keep around Brisbane Airport. You can go well, you can go each way it is. I'm almost, he's in London, well, he is, it's a street revelation, so he's good. And I'm talking to her, hopefully she'll let us do what we want to do, but she hasn't given me a final answer that she wants. She wants to stay here and see it.
Why do you think she wants to stay and see him? Why do you think she wants to stay and be around Johnny Depp? My thoughts are, or my theories are, that she is trying to hopefully see him so that she can sway him. She can manipulate him to not put this out to the press so that this doesn't become public, because she has an image to uphold. She's going to sit there and probably shower him with love and gifts and say she's sorry over and over and over again so that she can save face. That's literally all it is. She knows she done mucked it up. She admits it. She says, I'm sorry, Johnny. I'm sorry. She did all these things. She did all these things, y'all. Let's continue. We got a little bit left here. Yes, love bomb. Exactly, Lisa Kelly.
They're saying she's just happy. He's happy to go with her. So, you know, although she's talking to me, and she's fine, she's holding her. She's made it quite clear to me. She said, I thought I trusted you, but I don't, because you told Christy I called you and you found out there. I suggest I did. No, I said, she turned around and said, I called 5 different times over the last couple of weeks, and this said that Julia told me that, but that's what she said. I said, no, you said not to, but I'm not going to let you. I told you I'll never let you go on like a job. So, and she is talking to me. She's obviously crying up and down like a mirror. It has been given them some minutes. At least saying, and Kevin said she said that she would 3 hours. I'm saying, no, I still got 11 on my body. Stay in the cave. And said, if she wakes up, she'll have to give her another one. And she might sleep through the night. So I'm deciding what to do. I'm hoping she'll come back. I don't have anything here, but the other one I go up and get her on the plane in the morning. But Ben's have to find her back. But what we also do is get this place cleaned up. This. Well, no, I have a point. I'm happy to do so. I'm happy to, as I said, it doesn't bother me at all. I'm happy to go back and have her over. And then we had HSA schools. But I've always said to Stephen, tomorrow has to be, film-wise, has to be cancelled. Okay, he's in no fit state. He's in no fit state. I'm Stephen.
Unbelievable.
Okay, fine. I hear what you're saying. I'm just, look, I've seen you on the bed. I've never seen this way. When I say he wrecked this place, I mean it's wrecked. There's no problem. There is a TV. She did it. Was it from? It missed. There's been bombs from.
He said, I know she did it.
She admits to me. She threw a bottle on me. She did it first. She admits to me that. And I said, she also said, she said, I said, really beautiful things to do in my temple. He was shouting out, screaming out. He has scratches on her left arm, which Debbie told me about. I looked at it.
Now, this is important. The scratches that are on her left arm. This is important.
And I've seen those scratches before on other people. And it's not only they're self-inflicted.
Those scratches on her are self-inflicted. He said, as far as I'm concerned, they're self-inflicted. She did it herself. Just so you guys know. Remember the when the butler said that he saw scratches on her arm? I think it was her left arm or her right arm when they're on the plane and all that. Yes, they're talking about these scratches. He's talking about these scratches. It is self-inflicted.
At the moment, deal with the devil.
Huh.
Was laid down because what we said in the car to get to turn around and go legal on this to get this whole thing calmed down. You know, I've been hurt, I've been hurt, he's trying to say, I can understand her. And she admitted also that she hit him first. She actually hit him in the face. But he has a small burn on the right-hand side of his face, which she says, I see that yesterday.
Okay, real quick. There's a burn on the right side of her face, on the right side of his face, the cigarette burn. Remember, she said in the testimony on Thursday, she said, the next day he called me, Johnny Depp called me and told me that he put the cigarette out on his own face. Why is it on the face now if he had done it last night or, you know, when she wasn't around? She made it seem like she wasn't even in the room when he put out the cigarette, allegedly put the cigarette out on his face. Why is she lying like this? All of this is fabricated, y'all. This is insane. She said on Friday he got a cigarette and put it into his own face with a cigarette. He was with a cigarette. He was out of it. Okay, he was so out of it. This is what they're saying, that he did it. She's saying that though too. She's saying, but in the testimony she says he called her a day later or so and told her that he put the cigarette out on his face. What the hell?
She said on Friday he put a cigarette and put it into his own face with the cigarette because he was so bad. He's not well. We need to help him out in every way we possibly can, but we need to help him. And I felt convinced she's got money good here. She's sometimes listening, sometimes not. And I said, you can't help her. You can't. You two need to be separated because we have a phone, but you need to leave them alone. By the way, we have now found a piece of flesh in the jaw of the center.
Okay.
It's packed in ice. It's on its way back to I'm always talking to Malcolm. It's happening us and it's on its way back now. You know, and wrapped up with heart. He just thinks it's John's medication. And I'm still talking to her. I'll be honest with you, she's responding to me. She breaks down in 5 minutes. She's made it quite clear that he has told me that after the last 2 weeks, my job, which she said, I have stood up for you so many times, but how would you let me down by telling Chris that I can't get a fat cold back? And I said, I did, because I'm not the money for you, I'm not money for you. And then finally, 5 minutes later, she said to me, do you think he does it?
Wow.
That wasn't my concept. She can tell us what she's watching, what we don't think. I'm just, she got it. And a second ago, because she said, no, that's the problem. It has to be someone strong in case she kicks off. So we are really engaged in what they're going to say in the hotel. I've got our cards coming right just in case. And I'll see what Malcolm wants to do. I'll see what Malcolm wants to do. Because Malcolm has said to me, Kevin, it's not set. It's not hold on. So if he wants to fly home back to England, I'll send it. If not, I'm going to go to Canada to get out of it. But it's all hidden this. It's all like, and one minute she agrees, no, I'm stay back. I'm trying to get her to go back up. So she hit tonight to go back.
To go back to LA, he's like, I'm going to pack up her stuff so we can get her back to LA. And then allegedly that's when she's going to apparently she's going on the Late Late Show with James Corden, allegedly. They wrecked that place, y'all. Okay. 10, allegedly, according to her.
Once he says, oh, it's not the drugs he's on about, because I'm saying, so he keeps supplying, he's got an overdose. And I was afraid she was like that, she's out. Well, I told her, you can pick it up, you can walk it, it's not going to walk it, come up back. Because she said it didn't want me to smell it. When I turned around and told him he was drinking, can you calm down? He had something like it. And then he picked up one bottle and threw it away. But I know he's a certain moment wrestling. Hang on a second, I don't disagree. I don't want to say she did it, or he did it. Right now, what's and David's got done it. And David has said, yes, it hasn't fallen down the sink. Now, what I'm saying is that she was stone cold sober. She doesn't smell a booze. So, again, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, imagine being anybody coming into this like this. You're going into this crazy space. Place is shattered. Everything is destroyed. He just said it's about $50,000 to $75,000 worth of damage in this space. Like, real talk. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. And then, of course, you got somebody who is, you know, let's talk Liz. Exactly. Let's talk with Liz. Absolutely. They're both insane. They both got problems. You see what I'm saying? But that does not mean that she has every right to put her paws on this man. But imagine walking into this space where he is allegedly he's consuming a considerable amount of ecstasy. He is going nuts. But at the same time, you got a girl, you got the woman, Amber, who's screaming like crazy. Clearly, she's under the influence as well. In this video itself, they do talk about how she is on obviously her own medication. You know, she's on her own medication for her own mental health issues, but then she's also mixing her medication with cocaine. And then these guys come in and they're like, you know what? She did all this. This is her. She did this. She did this without a shadow of a doubt. She did this. There is no argument behind this. She's the one who shattered his finger. She's the one who severed the tip of his finger. Whether or not he put the cigarette out on his own face, that is still up for conversation. But this is what she's saying. But this is why I keep looking at these things and saying, none of this is mathing out. None of these equations are mathing out. Real talk. None of it is. Now, I could play more, but at the same time, I don't want to play too much. You guys can go and check it out at Incredibly Average. Go to YouTube, the YouTube channel Incredibly Average. The link is down below, by the way. Shout out to Incredibly Average because he's got so much audio tapes that are very revealing, very eye-opening, that will give you a better idea of what went down. Now, there's still some questions here, y'all. I got some questions. I definitely have some questions, everybody. Mainly the question is, well, one of them is, who really put the cigarette out on Johnny's face? In my thoughts, I'm still thinking it's Amber Heard. The only reason why I say that is because right now we don't have anything that's absolutely truth. We don't have anything that's absolutely truth from these people. From her, I'm sorry. On the stand, it's been nothing but lies. Now, you also got to remember, though, too, Johnny Depp, you hear in the audio, Johnny Depp is obviously, he's got some serious. Oh, yes. No. I know the part where she talks about the drugs that she took. Absolutely. I just saw that comment. Now it's gone. Yes. Yes. Kookaburra. Yes. You're missing the part where she confesses to all the drugs she took. Yes. She's talking about the medication she's on. She's talking about the cocaine. Okay. She's talking about the cocaina. She's talking about all the stuff that she drank, all the things that she was doing as well. She confesses to all that stuff as well. Absolutely. She's wrecked just like John. Maybe she's not as wrecked as Johnny Depp, but they're both wrecked as hell. Real talk. Both absolutely wrecked. Okay? Now, the thing is, what's sad about this is that we will not ever get a full, true assessment of what really went down in Australia, because we are hearing her story and we heard Johnny Depp's story. And the thing that still remains, the question that still remains is who is telling the truth? Who's telling more of the truth? Because you got to remember, their perspectives are skewed up because they were on all kinds of stuff. If he really took that much ecstasy, if he really took 10 tablets, 10 ecstasy pills, man, he was on another planet, baby. He was in another dimension. And if she really was on her psych meds, cocaine, and all this other stuff as well, and alcohol, and both of them are drunk as hell as well, man, I'm just saying, she was in another dimension too. I mean, I swear to God, 10 tablets of ecstasy, man, that dude was flying into the center of the sun for like 10 hours. Ecstasy is, I mean, I've never done ecstasy, but damn, that stuff is strong, I'm assuming. 10 tablets? My God. That's some Hunter S. Thompson type stuff. Oh, I'm going to trip acid and drive through the desert in Nevada type stuff. It's very Fear and Loathing-esque. So, regardless of all that, this still shows to me without a shadow of a doubt that this woman is straight up lying. She has everything to do with the finger incident. She has everything to do with what happened in the Australia condo or penthouse or whatever the hell they were in. There's even stories of her actually writing stuff on the walls too. That her handwriting is on the walls too. That he's not the only one that was scribbling on the walls of in the Australian space. That she was writing stuff too. But she's not taking any accountability for any of this, y'all. And that is why this looks really, really bad for her. No accountability. Every story that she has put out here has been fabricated. And if you hear the audio, you see the proof. We've been looking at all this stuff together for the last 2 hours, and you can see proof positive that this woman was full on lying on that stand. It's a sad thing. It's a very, very sad thing, y'all. Because there's nobody out here that deserves that kind of treatment at all. Real talk. No one deserves that kind of treatment at all. Lateef, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. First off, nice tag. Second, JD, net worth. Oh, thank you. In 2022 is apparently is 150 million. Amber Heard's in 2022 is 8 million. So quite a difference. But he's still making money off of like the Captain Jack Sparrow and all that stuff. Okay. And yes, Kitty Carlisle. Yes, Johnny was sick. Amber was a user. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, Princess Rosedall. Yeah. Wouldn't 10 ecstasy and liquor and sedatives from the doctor killed him? Yes. I mean, I feel like that would have done some serious stuff. That would do some serious damage on a person's body, y'all. Like, seriously, that would do some serious damage on a person's body. Real talk. You can't tell me that you're just doing that and everything's Gucci. 10 ecstasy tablets. Then on top of that, you're doing drinking. You're probably smoking the herb. You're probably doing other types of drugs as well. You're throwing in the cocaine. You're throwing all that in there as well. And, maybe a couple glasses of wine or a couple bottles of wine as well. You're telling me that you're going to be You're going to be sober as a judge. You're going to be normal. I'm telling y'all going to be jacked the F up. You're going to be jacked the F up. But that does not mean that he was going to put his paws on her. That does not mean anything. And it does not mean that he deserves his finger to be shattered and the tip of it lobbed off. If you go and check out Incredibly Average, if you go and check out his channel and listen to that, the rest of that audio, you will be shocked. Because everybody else that's in the room, they see all this stuff and they're like, holy cow. The nurse is continuing to, as you saw in the very beginning, as you heard in the very beginning, she's like, what is this? Everyone is shocked. Everyone is floored with the amount of just the scene that they walk into. Literally, it was a scene. It's like a scene from Fear and Loathing, except instead of it being Benicio del Toro getting all high and messed up with Johnny Depp in that movie, it's Johnny Depp getting messed up with Amber Heard and going crazy. And instead of it being just acting, it's real life. And they did all kinds of crazy stuff. But that does not mean that he put his paws on her. It just means he has a serious issue. He has a serious addiction problem. He needs to find help. He needs the proper counseling. Hopefully he's already been doing that for the past few years. Because I can only imagine what his journey to sobriety must feel like or must be like. But you heard it in the audio. Even his doctors are going, man, we are so concerned. Because if he continues this way, he will OD. Thank God he's still alive. Thank God he's okay. But like I said, that's just a snippet. There's so much more, y'all. There's so much more to this. There's so much more. And soon enough, I will be talking about more of those things. Real talk. Real talk. I will be talking about those things. But this is a prime example of two very toxic people coming together and enabling each other. And then at some point, because you push the envelope, the first time you guys get drunk together, it's like love at first sight, as you get along and it's beautiful and all that stuff. And then the 10th time or the 20th time or the 100th time you guys get messed up together, suddenly it gets dark. And then it gets stuck in that realm. And you both are enabling each other. But you guys keep continuing down that road of debauchery because you don't know how to let off. So you just continue going that way. And the only way that you guys get along in certain ways is if y'all are high or if y'all are completely on that road of debauchery. When you're sober, you can't really do that together when you're sober. Sober, it's boring. But messed up, but jacked up, great. You guys are back on the road again, having a great time until it goes to that point of no return and it turns dark. And then next thing you know, whatever triggers you or your lover turns into a volatile situation. And it goes down this downward spiral. It goes down this really deep, dark hole to the point where your home is destroyed. You lose the tip of your finger. Your finger is shattered. And all your people, your team is in here trying to help you cover it up and trying to separate you and the other person. Just saying. Now that she's going, I need him. I need him. Right. Sure, you need him. You need him for many, many things, but he don't need you. Real talk. He don't need you because you're destroying this man. He's an older man. He is in his 50s. Okay? At that age, he should be taking care of his body, taking care of what he's putting into his body. He should be taking care of his body and his health way seriously. But he's not doing that because he's trying to keep up with a young Hollywood starlet who clearly can bounce back from getting too high or too drunk. but she was enabling him. But he was also enabling her too. I'm just saying. Thank you so much for the 8 Australian dollars. Is that audio in the trial? You know what? They have not even brought it up. Cassie de la Fosse, thank you so much for the 8 Australian dollars. They have not put that out yet, but we will see. You never know when they cross-examine, they might bring it in. But also one thing, the reason why, I'm sorry, I actually know this. The reason why they can't bring that audio in is because other people's voices are in it. So they can't use it. They can only use audio between Johnny and Amber. That's the only reason why they can't show this audio. But we all know it. The internet is forever. And we can see this. We can listen to it and hear the damn truth. And the truth is, on this stand, this woman has been lying through her freaking teeth. She is nonstop lying. All these things have been debunked right here on the show. And there's plenty of other channels that are debunking her BS as well. So we're going to see what happens. Not this coming Monday, but the following Monday. We will hear the truth from her, or her fabrication of the truth. I'm sorry. Next Monday. But I'm telling you this, though. I cannot wait for when Team Depp cross-examines her, because they are going to make a meal out of that woman. They're going to make a meal out of Amber Heard. Anyway, guys. Woo! This is going to be a crazy, we got a week off to chill, do whatever we need to do. Okay? We got a week off, man. But then following Monday, May 16th, it's on and popping. Amber Heard will be back on the stand. Her lawyers will still ask her questions. They will most likely rest at the end of Monday. And then I'm assuming Tuesday, the 17th of May, is when Team Depp gets up to gets up to the podium and cross-examines the hell out of this lying ass woman. Real talk. Real talk. And again, my thoughts and prayers, my anger, my tears, all my hugs, all my kisses go out to every single last one of y'all that is a victim, that is a survivor, or that is living through DV, SV, or SA, or any version of abuse right now. I am with you guys 100%. I just want you guys to know that. Anyway, guys, that's the show. It's been an amazing show, you guys. Wow. We had an amazing amount of people come through. It's been a blessing. It's nice to have some new friends in the show, new family members. Welcome to the show. If you haven't done it yet, hit that like button down below before you head off. Please send it past 4,000 likes real quick. We're almost at 4K. It doesn't cost a thing. A like don't cost a thing. Just hit that like down below. Hit it. Hit that like button. Send it past 4,000 likes really quick. And do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button. Do me that favor. Hit that subscribe button. Okay? We're almost at 61,000 subscribers. That's insane. So just push it. Push the number up to 61,000. That would really, really mean a lot to me, okay? And of course, you can always hit that join button, support this channel and all that. I'd really, really appreciate it. Hit that, check out my Patreon. And I got the Cash App too. So of course, got to say all those things as well. Okay. Uncle Stu, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. T Hamilton, thank you so much. Amber Heard is still in violation of the court for not turning over her metadata sanctions. Yes. To be determined by the judge. Absolutely. Amber Heard's sister has refused to complete deposition as well because she knows for a fact there are certain things that she doesn't. I'm sure she's kind of going, I don't want to say anything that's going to expose my sister. She could be trying to defend her sister. And you know how it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, I've said it a million times. It's like Vin Diesel in Fast and Furious, okay? Family. It's all about family. It's all about family. So real talk, she may not be going and doing her deposition or trying to testify at all because, she doesn't want to expose her lying ass sister. She might be doing that too. She'd be like, yo, I don't want to say anything because I don't want my sister. I got to keep on Team Herd, but I'll be Team Herd from afar. And just hope and pray that she wins through her lies. But real talk, these are all bloody lies, okay? These are all lies. But like I said, we're going to see what happens here, y'all. We're going to see what bloody happens, okay? So anyway, again, hit that like button down below. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button. And I appreciate all y'all for being here. Follow me on Twitter, The Pascal Show, one word. Follow me on Instagram, The Pascal Show, one word. Follow me on TikTok, The Pascal Show, one word. And if you're watching on Facebook, please hit that follow button on my Facebook page. Check it out. I'd really, really appreciate it as well. Anyway, guys, I love all y'all. You guys have been incredible. We got more conversations coming up very, very soon surrounding this and many other stories. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and be tuned in because I'm going to be talking about a whole bunch of things very, very soon. Until next time, be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, guys, or your Sunday if you're watching internationally. Okay? This is The Pascal Show. Bye.